I apologize, Mrs. Chair, I didn't hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
My first question to you would be the FY20 budget request calls for the elimination of NASA Office of Education. I believe that we need to be encouraging hands-on STEM education, which NASA has supported in the past. Could you elaborate on how NASA will continue to support STEM education while zeroing in on the education account?
Absolutely. So NASA does this all the time through the various mission directorates. NASA does it all the time through the various centers across the agency, and we do it when we partner with universities with critically important projects and programs for the agency and our exploration mission and our planetary science missions. So we have a broad kind of STEM agenda that is funded in a whole lot of different ways. That specific Office of Education is a small piece of everything that we do. I can give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, I was at a FIRST Robotics event, and there were thousands of kids there. NASA sponsors it to the tune of about $4 million annually. Why? Because if you look at the people that are building our robots that are currently on Mars, they were participants in FIRST Robotics when they were coming up through school. So that's an amazing program that has paid dividends for NASA and, in fact, for the country. And so what we like to do is focus on areas where we know we're getting a return for the agency and a return for the country. And again, given the constraints of the budget, we've decided to focus on those areas.
Okay. Thank you. I have one more question. In your testimony, you talked about the importance of the Lunar Gateway in order to continue manned missions beyond the low Earth or orbit. I think it's important to recognize the hard work being done at NASA, the Glenn Research Center, which is just north of my district in Ohio. My team had the chance to tour the facility that is working on the development of the power propulsion element at NASA, Glenn, and found the work to be fascinating. Could you talk about the importance of work being done at research centers around the country?
Absolutely, and that power and propulsion element that's going to be part of Gateway, when we talk about Gateway, some people think of it as like a space station in orbit around the moon. It's very different. This is, in fact, it's a reusable command and service module that is going to enable our astronauts and our robots and our landers and rovers. It's going to enable us more access to more parts of the moon than ever before. And the reason that's possible is because of that power and propulsion element. Solar electric propulsion at thrust values that are greater than we've ever been able to achieve before with solar electric propulsion. So that's very high specific impulse. It means that the fuel is going to last a long time. The goal is for the Gateway to remain in orbit around the moon for a period of 15 years to be able to go from that near rectilinear halo orbit all the way up to the L1 point and the L2 point, which enables all of our capabilities to get to more parts of the moon than ever before. So that power and propulsion element is critical.